There it is. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to our new episode of Artists You Should Know, where we are featuring some of our local, our independent artists out here who's out here trying to do their thing, make a name for themselves. And this gentleman is no different. I am your host, Miss Kayla, by the way. I have with me today Mr. Terry Bright here. He about to tell us a little bit about who he is, where he from, what he got going on. So y'all come on and get with it. Hi, Terry.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. I'm a little
Good.
late, but
You
yeah.
fine. You fine. They ain't got no audit. They ain't got no audit. So Terry, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hey everyone. My name is Terry Bright. I am a artist from Pensacola, Florida, born and raised, but I'm also representative of Houston, Texas, where I attended Texas Southern University. Um, some of my alumni, you may know, like Megan Thee Stallion, Yolanda
Yeah.
Adams, a couple of people like that. Um, I am a R&B alternative or R&B soul artist. And yeah, that's who I am. Oh, an actor, do a little acting,
And you act.
do a little acting before. I actually did my first film with YG. Me and YG did our very first film together. It was called We the Party. It was filmed and produced by Mario Van Peebles. It also had the New Boys. It also had Orlando Brown, Snoop Dogg, Michael J. White. It was
Girl,
bigger.
you
It was
had
bigger
some
than I thought it
millions in
was.
that movie.
What I thought
Okay.
it was. Yeah. So
Okay.
my very first film. So I actually got to do that first, and then music came a little bit later. But and that's not how I wanted it to happen. But that's really
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that happened. It was in theaters, DVD, BET. It got picked up on TV shows. So shout out to BET, shout out to Mario Van Peebles, shout out to YG, shout out to just acting. The whole acting world is amazing. I want to get
Is,
more back
is
into
that
that.
something you want to get back to? That you want to do?
For sure. Like I'm super dramatic. If you're gonna find out during this interview, I'm just like a little animated. So I used to do like little YouTube things when I was younger. Like I used to do like a bunch of this YouTube stuff, like the stuff that people are doing on TikTok. I used to do a lot. So it's just like, oh, we used to do this all the time. Like I used to just
Mhm.
record stuff for no reason because I was just very shy and I was a church kid and I didn't have a lot of attention. So I used to have my own little imaginary friends, my own little world. I used to just record stuff and just do stuff all the
Mhm.
time. So that's how I got able to do the movie because of my internet presence when I was very very much younger. And yeah, so acting is something I definitely want to hop back into. But right now, I wanted to focus on music and singing and getting people to understand that I'm an artist and do that because I think it's a hard transition going from an actor to singer. People kind of like they find out what they like the best of you. Just kind of like, oh,
Yeah, they
this is
put you
good.
in a box. You don't
Yeah,
put me in no box.
yeah, so I wanted to focus more on music and turn down a lot of like different reality TV or different type of things I just thought I would not want to do because I didn't want to get caught up in that like shadow. Like, so I saw everybody else doing it, so I just saw like, oh, they got put in that box too fast,
Mhm.
and so I mean, I just passed.
You said not me. So why music? When did you fall in love with music?
I fell in love with music very early on. I guess like every Southern person. The church. My grandfather had a church. He had two churches, one in Panama City, one in Pensacola, Florida, and we went to church Monday through Monday, and I was tired.
That's
But
it.
we sung and we worshiped and we learned about discipline and the reason why we're singing. We didn't. My family didn't play about that showboating thing. So you ain't finna get up in here. This ain't no show. If you're not gonna minister the word of God, you need to sit down. This is not what we here
Exactly.
for. We do not play those type of games. So that's why I don't even visit people's churches. Like I am really super religious when it comes to like my faith and how I feel about
Hmm.
as far as that. I'm not trying to get into religion, but yeah, so church was the reason why I started to sing, and then a little bit of my upbringing was just a little bit more difficult than I would have expected it to be. So singing and writing was a way of, like I said before, I didn't get the attention that I feel like I should have as a young kid. So I just kind of did my own thing and didn't care what nobody had to think and say about me, because I already felt like, hey, this is where I'm at in life. I got myself, and if I could keep this stuff to myself, then it'll be better. It'd be more fun, you know. So I've always wanted to do singing. A lot of my family did not know I wanted to do
Mhm.
singing, so I just sung in the church. And as I got older, they started to realize, oh, okay, maybe this is something he liked to do. I started doing high school talent shows, but I wasn't singing; I was dancing.
Mm.
I was like doing dancing and winning like competitions and stuff like that. And you
Mhm.
know, that was pretty much it. But the singing stuff came a little bit after. My family still thinks that I should be more of an actor than I should be more in singing. So like they seen me in a couple of plays. They're like, Terry, T-Boy is so good. They call me T-Boy. T-Boy is so good. You should do this. You should be doing more of that. Acting. So you know, it's just I appreciate the support regardless of if it's singing or acting, but singing has always been my thing. I love
Mhm.
singing. Yeah. Hmm.
All right. I gotta ask all my artists. I need top. I'm gonna give you top three favorite artists. Go.
Top three artists. Um, top three artists. Ooh, top three. Now this is overall, like currently or for what?
Overall. Overall.
Influential artists, or not just
Yes.
top artists. Like,
Influential artists.
ooh, okay. So top influential artists, which is hard, but I'm gonna do this by who I feel like has impacted me the most.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna say Dawn Richard from Danny Kane. She was in Making the Band. She was she is an international superstar. She was in Diddy Dirty Money. She has jumped from genre to genre to genre to genre and been able to do this consistently after consistent and still going to this day. Actually, she just shouted me out yesterday on her Twitter. So, to
Okay.
me, yeah, to me, that is major because everybody knows that since I was, like I said, I always lived in my own little box, and I would always tell people, I love the girl that's from New Orleans. They're like, why do you like her? I like her the most.
I liked her too.
So just to see her say, and I can send you the tweet, so you know you can post it in there, put it in the thing. She, you know, she said, shout out to this super talented, my super talented baby at Terry Bright. I was playing this today, and sometimes, when you get a cosign, sometimes you don't get a cosign in a way of like, sometimes you gotta like, people don't understand that when you're doing music and you are peers or you kind of know these people in through the
Mm-hmm.
time that you're kind of doing your work, you would tell them like, "Hey, I dropped something, you know, can you tell, you know, so and so people about it because they're not signed with a label or nothing like that." I remember Toya Wright was doing it with her book because she said, "Hey, I'm just Lil Wayne's baby mama. You know, I don't have all these
Mm-hmm.
luxuries that I have." So she had to use her friends. She had to use Tiny, she had to use Rashida, she had to use Fantasia, whoever she was friends with to say, hey, can y'all go and support my book? And people don't understand that. People got to ask their friends or ask their peers and ask people in the
Mm-hmm.
industry to do it all the time. This was unwarranted. This was very genuine. This was a very, I ain't asked her to do that type of thing. And I know she probably like left little comments and things on certain things that I've done, but I don't think she actually took the time to say, "Hey, I'm playing this today," and that's what she did. She tweeted that, "Hey, I'm playing this masterpiece today that you created, and I want to let you know that this is just genuine." And that was a genuine cosign. So Don Richard has always been a very influential in my music and everything I've kind of like done because I watched her do it from when she was a teenager to um, making a band to making two number one albums on television and getting being homeless and not having no place to live and people complain about everything. Like and then watch her job break apart on national
Yeah.
television and
Yeah.
still win. So Don Rashad is definitely one of them. Frank Ocean, I'm super obsessed with Frank Ocean. Channel Orange is very impactful to me. And I'm gonna have to go with Solange because Solange is also another person that I've always loved since I also was a kid. So Solange, I've always been into her super Afrocentric alternative R&B, alternative
Yeah.
ways, how she does her music, how she does her fashion, how she does her stacks and her vocals, all those different things. Honorable mentions, I'm gonna have to mention Sierra. I'm also gonna have to mention TLC, and I'm also gonna have to mention
Yeah.
like Ray Charles, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because I
Okay.
can go. Oh, and Brandy, and Brandy, and
You
Brandy,
gotta
and
love
Brandy.
Brandy. You
Love me
gotta
some
love the
Brandy,
vocal Bible. You
Brandy.
gotta love.
Okay,
Oh, I think what's dope, like your top, especially like your what's your top three, how you draw inspiration from those artists who I feel are slept on.
what?
They're underrated. Like those are some talent. Dawn. Oh, I love Dawn. Dawn was
Love
my
her.
favorite Danity Kane. Okay.
Period. Love her.
She
Love
was.
her. The fact that I'm
No
having
diss
this
to the
conversation.
other ladies. No diss to the other ladies.
Love
But
them.
she was my favorite one out of
Yeah.
all of them. So that's dope. That's real dope that you dress. And Solange. Like Solange is a creative.
Super creative, super. People don't understand, and people. Reason I mentioned them, and those are like festival artists. Like people are all into SZA right now. I was gonna mention SZA, but I had to give a little bit more impact to the people before SZA. But SZA and that come up in that festival because I always wanted to act. I got into music. I knew what I wanted to do, and I'm like, I want to be that festival artist. That does festival when festival was like coming up, like South by Southwest and Coachella and the Wireless
Mm-hmm.
Festival, like everyone wasn't really thinking about that. Now, people
Mm-hmm.
are so into festivals. They're like, oh, I just did my first festival. It's like everything that the indie or the alternative artists or the black alternative artists have been doing to their come up because those festivals are very wide range. They have black, they have white,
Mm-hmm.
they have gay, they have straight. They're very wide range, and now people understand that that's a big demographic of people at one
Absolutely.
time. And it's crazy, but I'm not surprised. I mean, people are gonna catch on the festivals like how they are now, and now the festivals are such a big deal. That's why I love Little Uzi Vert. I love Kaylani. I love Solange. I love SZA. SZA played those people like played a big part because I named those three because I feel like when it came to festivals and the upcoming and the independence and that route where it was such a
Mm-hmm.
diversity of crowd, those people doesn't make just R&B music. They make this different type of black experience that for some reason is shared amongst masses of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Hmm.
sure, for sure, for sure. So I'm interested. 'Cause now you grew up in the church, and why not gospel music?
You know, I was just talking to my friend, one of my friends, my best friend. Shout out to Jordan Thomas Baker, who's an amazing artist. Uh, I was telling him like, I would love to do a gospel song, just one song. But you know what's crazy about singing church songs? So when I was younger, I did YouTube, and I used to sing like covers and do church songs all the time. My vocals were I didn't have a vocal coach. I was very raw and this and this and that. And the reason Jordan will understand this because Jordan also was on YouTube. His best friend, not the drop no names, his
Mhm.
close friend is August Alsina, and they used to sing on YouTube all the time.
Okay.
So it's just like he understands the whole singing covers and how, and he also is a church kid as well. So like singing covers and singing songs, um, you can get kind of stuck in singing other people's songs, and people have an idea of how that song is supposed to be sung and
Hmm.
how who kind of covered it and who covered it the best. So you gotta kind of find your own way, but sometimes everyone's vocal ability is not the same. Everyone's way how they approach a song is not the same. The way Frank Ocean sung "At Your Best" by the Isley Brothers is not the same way Aaliyah did it. It's its own
Hmm.
way. You know what I'm saying? Like It's just they have their own way of doing it based on the different type of artist that it is. SZA was saying that something completely different if she would have heard it. So me doing gospel music, I just felt like I didn't want to sing other people's songs. I wanted to sing my own song, and I wanted to be able to write my own songs. And I still want to do a gospel song, just one gospel song, but like nothing cheesy, nothing super like hype, like and nothing like I said, I don't play about church, don't play about God. Nothing that sounds too secular to the masses. I don't want to be like no whoop,
Yeah.
Lord. I don't
Yeah.
want to do that. You
I
know,
got
I don't want the three wise and the Migos on the church song. I don't want that. I want a church song, something that feels good. Like, you know, back in the days in the 90s, they used to put like these thank you songs at the end of these songs, but it was like a gospel song at the end. Destiny's Child did it with thank
you.
you.
Hmm.
Yeah, they used to do it all the time. So something that's cool like that. But I want to do a gospel song. I would love to do one, but it have to be organic. It have to be from my heart, and it have to be for real. Like I said, no showboating because Jesus Christ. We gotta just do it right.
Okay. I'm with that. Urban Dictionary.
Yes,
The reason why we are here.
yes.
Tell us about Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary is from my second project that I'm currently still promoting. Um, Due to the pandemic, my project got disrupted, just like anybody else.
Hmm.
It charted my first time ever charting. I charted number 6 on the R&B iTunes chart. I think I charted top 20 on the overall charts. My very first time, no features, no major pushing or no major anything. All independent artists, just me writing my
Hmm.
own songs, spending my own money, investing my own time. I toured. I was on a tour with Maya. I did my own independent tour
Really?
called Yes Ma'am, I'm going to the world. Miss Maya, Miss Grammy nominated. Maya was able to allow me to grace her stage amongst her tour. So I was a supporting act on her tour. I also was on tour with Taylor Parks, who wrote Thank You Next for Ariana Grande. And I'm going to just leave it at that because the list of Taylor Parks can go so long. She's an
Hmm.
amazing artist, but Thank You Next is enough for me to just tell everybody that I heard that song before. She and Victoria Monet wrote it. I was very pleased to be a part of her tour. It got canceled due to the pandemic. My project
Mm.
dropped December, the end of the year, and I dropped my project, which is a crazy time of the year, the last quarter, which was December 3rd, 2019, and I
Oh, that's
charted.
my birthday.
Happy birthday!
That was my birthday.
Look at this
Yeah.
power. Look at this energy right now.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I dropped it. I charted my very first time, my biggest project. Like I said before, I worked my butt off from jumping up to that Myers tour to also
Hmm.
incorporating into my own tour, doing little show days throughout the year. Um, um, just doing festivals leading up to releasing a single North Florida Flow and keep and then just pushing it all the way down to the end, close to the end of the year, and dropped it. I charted at the beginning of the next year that I was hopping on this tour with this girl named Taylor Parks. I was very excited. We did our show. My first
Hmm.
time using earpieces and all these different other things. So I go from one tour to the next tour consecutively as an
Hmm.
independent artist. And Urban Dictionary was one of those songs that was like that kind of just did this thing on the project, like, oh, that Urban Dictionary is it. So I'm showing people what strength and ability to keep and follow your dreams look like because that
Hmm.
dropped at the end of last year and it's been 3 years since then. We
Hmm.
celebrating the 3-year anniversary of Relationships on Everything, which was the name of the project. And Urban Dictionary, I felt like was not getting its justice, and I was not finished to just give up on my project, and that's the main reason why I'm here. And that's the
Hmm.
main reason why I'm up early and I'm here with y'all, and I appreciate y'all because I'm not that type of person where my faith wavers in that way. Like I told you, I'm a church
Hmm.
kid. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna fight through that. And Urban Dictionary is my way of showing my independence and my strength that I'm going to do whatever it needs to take to help push my project. And we're gonna see how this goes because once again, we could be having this conversation right now and I could be
Mhm.
manifesting something, some crazy energy, and in the next 2 to 3 months, due to the help of y'all or other people, this song could be something bigger than what I expected it to
Mhm.
be. So, but we don't never know if our hands are so close, so tight, and we don't ever
Mhm.
release and ever give more energy to our projects. We'll go hard for somebody else before we go hard for somebody else. I mean, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So
Before you go
I
out for
want to go
yourself,
as
yeah.
equally hard for myself. Just like I would go if Frank Ocean dropped the CD, just like if Silver just dropped her album, or how much I'm craving. I gotta have that same hype and energy for myself. So that's why
Mhm.
we here, and that's why I'm doing Urban Dictionary, and that's the history behind it because I just don't want to give up on my project. So I'm still gonna push it every single day.
And you
And every
should. And
amen.
you absolutely should. You should. You should. So, how can people stream Urban Dictionary?
You can stream Urban Dictionary on YouTube Music, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, Pandora. It is available everywhere. I released a video a couple of months ago, a month ago, because I just shot it. You can go on YouTube and run that up. Yeah, it's everywhere. You definitely should add it. Add it to your TikToks. Get some TikToks. It's a ode to Houston, Texas. Shout out to little Kiki. We got a little South Side. South Side. Yeah. Which I kind of like implemented just to show my ode to Houston. So I would love to see some South Side challenges, some
Mhm.
whatever. Like it don't even matter. As long as y'all just playing the music, having a good time. That's all I'm here for. But yes, Urban Dictionary is available everywhere. Go get that
Everywhere.
streaming.
All
Yeah.
right, Terry. Now, before I let you go, what's next for you?
What's next for me is my third project. So I'm doing a saga. I'm doing four type of elements: water, fire, earth, air, and I'm calling it the Owl Saga because I am the owl. So my very first project was called Owls, which represents water, which you see like a blue background. My second project, Relations on Everything, which I feel like represents desire. Fire represents
Mhm.
desire and passion and life. I
Mhm.
feel like using with a title like Relations on Everything is such self reflection of like, hey, relations on everything because a bigger relationship between myself. So that desire is fire within myself. So that's my second one. And then my third one is called After This Then What. It is my earth element, and I just wanted to really shine light on how people are able to keep going and what
Mhm.
happens after something happens. For example, once you get your talk show. I don't know if that's what you want to do. You want to have your own talk show and you get in this on NBC. After that,
Mhm.
then what? Then you get to learn about that transition of like, this is what happened after I achieved that. Or sometimes you don't get what you want and you
Mhm.
fail. And what's the recovery like for that? Like, what happens when that goes on? So I think we never knew what happened to Snow White when she got man. We don't know. We saw her
Right.
do the, we don't know.
You don't
So
know.
that story of after this and what kind of like where I'm at. I've been working on it for the past since 2020. So
Mhm.
it's just taking some time, but it's definitely gonna be coming out in 2013. Hopefully have some features. I don't want to speak on it just too quickly, too soon. Speaking of Don Richard, it may have Don Richard on there. So we're gonna
Mhm.
manifest that into the industry right now because we are in talks about that. And I wanted to have more collaborators on this particular project because I worked so hard on my last two. So I feel like this will be great. So hopefully a bigger instead of going number six, I'll probably go number one. Um,
Yeah.
I pray to not just being a supporting act on a tour, but having a full tour of my own and being doing it consecutively and for like at least longer than 12 city dates, and just pushing. So so that's what's next. No point intended. After this, then what? It was
Uh
next.
huh.
Okay,
That's what's
right.
next.
So that's what I'm really working on and praying that the music just do what it needs to do, and I continue to, be a light and especially from male upcoming artists, because male artists are not shined on as much as a female artist. And I know why, because males are so afraid to be expressive with their art, and females are not. And that's why you heard one male artist as my impact, and two female
Female
artists because
artist.
they are more and more and more and more expressive with their art and their creativity with no fear. And Frank Ocean literally has no fear. He just does what he wants, says what he wants, and it's genuine. So that's what it's for me.
That's it. That's it. Well, thank you, Terry, for being a guest on the show for Artists You Should Know. Before we get out of here, I need you to let everybody know right now. Bring in Urban Dictionary.
All right, everyone. What's up, y'all? It's Terry Bright. This is my third release single my fourth release single. Shout out to me, because I've released 4 independent singles. From my top charted R&B project called Relationships on Everything. Here is Urban Dictionary. Hope y'all love it. Hope y'all stream it. And also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, at Terry Bright. That's TerryBright. You cannot mess it up. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I hope you come on. Leave a couple videos. Shout out. Come on, do a little flop if you like the song. If it's a flop, you can tell me too. I don't care.
Period.
Period.
Yeah.